Hey guys, in this video we're going to talk about a way to help reduce that mental clutter.
I.e. the 5 billion things that are probably running around your head right now. It's journaling, and we're going to talk about why you should consider journaling, some journaling basics, and some of the journaling that we do or we've used through our traumatic brain injury journey.
Coming up.
Hey guys, it's Mish and Kim.
And we are raising TBI awareness one post at a time.
So most people have heard of journaling or have had some experience journaling. If you've not journaled before, let's talk about some of the reasons why you should consider journaling.
It can be a powerful tool, especially for a TBI survivor like myself. For one, it keeps my life organized. And the more organized my life is, the less brain activity I have to use.
Another reason is self-awareness. When you journal about your dreams, or if you journal about thoughts that are in your head, you become a little bit more aware of life in the bigger picture. As far as journaling in regards to health, you become more aware of your body and your overall wellness. It can also help encourage healthy habits. For example, if you're journaling how many glasses of water you drink every day and you're trying to encourage yourself to drink more water, that's another example.
Journaling also helps solve problems. For me as an architect, I carry a sketch journal around to help work out problems. Instead of having it sit in my brain, I jot them down and work the problem that way.
There's also some cool emotional benefits. If you've got something that's on your mind and it's bothering you or eating away at you and you write it down in a journal, that can actually be helpful. Getting it out of your mind and releasing some of the tension that might be just built up inside. Journaling is such a powerful tool that it has no time barriers. Your kids, your grandkids, your great-grandkids are probably going to want to know more about you. And if you have journals, no matter what kind of journals they are, that sort of gives them some insight on what their family history was like.
Think about it. There are some noteworthy people out there that have kept journals that have impacted the world.
Now let's talk about a few journaling basics. First and foremost, you want to pick a medium. Now this could be a pencil to paper, it could be a pencil to notebook, it could be electronic digital, it could be your phone, it could be your computer, some people do a blog. But the point is, pick a medium that you are comfortable working with. If you decide to get an app for your phone, try to find something that's cross-platform. You want to get something that you can access not only on your phone, but you can go to on your computer. You also want to be mindful of things like subscription fees. They do have some really cool apps out there, but they do actually ask you to provide a subscription fee for using their service. You may also want to think about the security level in regards to the data that you're putting out there. Anything that you put out on the interwebs could potentially be found. So just
Leaked.
something to think about.
Yeah. The goal is to find a way to make it easy for you. And the method you choose is a personal choice.
It could be as simple as a small notebook in your pocket, or it could be as complex as a digital medium that you have out on the interwebs. We kind of consider this YouTube channel, in a sense, a bit of a journal.
It's a timeline of history, right, for us.
Basically, in electronic visual video form. Some other 101 basics would be try to go for a regular schedule. If you're journaling and it's something that you're trying to find as therapy for yourself, a regular schedule is really helpful. A few minutes a day, depending on the kind of journal that you have, you could build a fairly nice journal over a period of time. Another tip is to take your time. Don't shortchange yourself. Take some time, a little me time, write in your journal and reflect and get those thoughts out. Let's talk about some of the journaling that Kim and I do as we've gone through this TBI journey. The first journal that we'll talk about is our gratitude journals. This is what it is. So I'll show it. I don't know if you can see that. That's mine. The whole point of doing a thankful journal or a gratitude journal is to sort of put life in perspective. It helps remind us and recenters us to understand what life is about. We wrote one thing a day that we were thankful for. We found that one was sufficient, so that, it took 2 seconds to reflect on one thing that we were thankful for.
It's nice to go back and look at your gratitude journal.
Hey, can you read one of yours?
Sure.
Randomly like flip to a page and...
Today, I'm thankful for my beautiful wife and daughter. I'm thankful for having the opportunity to go on awesome, fun trips such as Walt Disney World. I love them both very much.
Randomly choose one here. It was written on... It was written on March 16th, 2016. And I wrote, so thankful for modern day toilets.
Right?
I mean, it puts life in
Right?
perspective.
I've been campy before. Love toilets, right?
There's a quote out there that sort of drives this home, and it's by Oprah Winfrey, and it's one of my favorite quotes, and it reads, "Be thankful for what you have, you'll end up having more. If you concentrate on what you don't have, you'll never have enough." And that speaks volumes to me.
It does.
Another kind of journal that we utilize is a food journal. And we actually both keep one, but for different purposes.
Right. I've been using a food diary recently, past year, to help me locate or determine what's causing my skin issues. I think it's an internal issue, so the more I can write down, the more I can have a conversation with my doctor. And also with the food, jotting down the food is maybe some slight reactions and stuff that I get. Right now, for a food journal, I just use my phone. I use the note apps on my phone. It's cloud-based, so I can access it from my phone or my computer.
Now for me, I use food journaling in a sense of counting macronutrients, because there was a point in time where I was doing a lot of weightlifting and I needed to know what was going into my body so that I can lean up and produce muscle. It's been a while since I've done that, so
Still strong.
I utilize an app called MyFitnessPal, and I think that's a pretty popular one. I think a lot of people have heard of that one. All right, another journal that I actually use that Kim doesn't use, something that is called a passion planner, and it's a planner, but in a sense it's also a journal, because in a passion planner, or in the passion planner that I use, and I'll put a link in the description below, it allows you to write down goals and dreams and things that you're trying to manifest for yourself, on top of trying to keep you organized and create healthy habits. I actually really love mine. This is my passion planner right here, and it's basically just a place for you to write down everything that you may be doing during the week. And it also gives you some opportunities to, talk about what you want to do with your life. You have a vision board in it, and this is something that I really kind of like, because I can reference it and look back upon it and remind myself what kind of goals I have for my life and what kind of person I'd like to become. There's a section here that you can reflect on your month. It asks you questions such as, what did you learn this month? What are some distractions or mental blocks? How did I take care of myself? What are some things that I did this month to make myself feel good? And so you get to write all of this down, and you can look back on the past couple of months to see what you've been doing and how you've been taking care of yourself and how you've been trying to reach your passions in life. So that's it. That's the passion planner.
Passion!
Wow, we got lots of journals. Another idea is a daily diary. Our daughter actually uses one. I don't have a daily, I used to when I was younger. I don't have a daily diary because I have all these other journals that I utilize. Our daughter actually uses a daily diary, and I talked to her a little bit about it, and I asked her, well, why do you use it? And she said, it helps me sleep. This is her speaking. She says, I use it at night before I go to bed. I have so many thoughts going into my head, or going on in my head. I open up my diary, I write it down. It's no longer in my head, and I can sleep. So it basically clears her mind.
Yeah.
And that's sort of what we were mentioning earlier. It's that emotional support of getting stuff off your chest and onto a piece of paper just to release it. Yeah. I'm sure that she's going to have all kinds of drama she'll get to write about in the next coming years in that little diary of hers.
Good gosh. Another journal that we use is an idea journal. For me, creativity, being an architect, I create or I carry sketchbooks everywhere. For woodworking, I carry a separate sketchbook for any ideas that I'm thinking of.
And I have a journal that I use for basically everything, anything creative goes into this little journal right here. I have stuff in here regarding YouTube, my life goals, meditation, and yoga. It's something that I utilize, and I write down my ideas and my thoughts and things that I'm learning, and it's something that I can reference later. This is everything in here that's like positive in my life.
Brainstorming journals also, you know?
Brainstorming.
Brainstorming journals. But it's something about writing it down or drawing it out, putting it on paper, using your mind and your body, your fingers, just get it down on paper. It's awesome.
It's a release.
It's a release.
Now, everyone has a story. Another form of journaling, which is our form of journaling, is this YouTube channel. We're journaling our story, our thoughts, our ideas on what we think might help other individuals through this YouTube medium. Everybody has a story. You have a story. I really feel that we all have a way of learning from each other. You should consider sharing your story. Get all of those thoughts that you have, all those things that you have so like embedded in your heart that you could probably share and share with the world, and people can learn from you. It's cathartic. Doing so helps us get it out of our systems because we live it every day, and we figure, is there a way that we can help other people? We journal. We share our story.
It's 2018. With social media and technology at your fingertips, it's so easy to go out there and journal in any kind of format.
So those are most of what we utilize to journal. That's going to be really interesting to edit into a video. We do a lot of documenting of everything. Because of traumatic brain injury in our lives, it helps us stay organized. It helps us get our thoughts together, because otherwise our thoughts are just a jumbled mess in our heads.
Helps us stay focused.
It helps us stay focused. That's true. Yeah. Focus is so key. Now, there are other journals out there that we don't use that we could probably use at some point in time, but there's things such as a travel journal where you travel and you write about all of, especially people that travel a lot, about me journals. You can actually buy some books out at the bookstore or out online that ask questions to you as a person filling out the journal to help you understand you. You could do a reading journal, especially if you're a bookworm such as my daughter, and talk about your thoughts about all the books that you read. Family journals are another one.
That's an important one.
Especially with a young child. As they grow up, a special day may happen where, your child starts to walk. You have a journal of when they walked and how you felt about it. Time is fleeting. So that's actually a really great way to journal, is to journal your family, your experiences with your family.
Another journal type is meditation journal. So if you're out there and you meditate on a daily basis, it probably helps to jot down how you're feeling and how the meditation helps you throughout your day and throughout your life.
You can literally journal about anything and everything earthing.
Yeah, like pizza experience. You can journal about pizza experience.
So much journaling. Question of the day. What other kind of journals are out there that we've mentioned 5 billion? If you know of any, let us know in the comments, because I'd be really interested in what kind of unique journals are out there for people and how it has helped you.
Yes. Yep. So start encouraging those healthy habits and overall sense of well-being with a little bit of journaling.
It's easy to do and it's easy to start, so go for it. It's helped us tremendously to document and journal every little bit of every little thing when it comes to our life with traumatic brain injury. From his experiences in the hospital, I've journaled. His medical appointments, his medical journal, he's journaled. Our life as a family, we've journaled. And now we're journaling here. So whether it be just trying to communicate information or just trying to find information for ourselves, journaling is where it's at, y'all. Y'all gotta do it. Just journal, try it out, see if it's for you.
Thanks guys for watching the video. Please like, please share, please subscribe, please comment, all the stuff. We'll see you at the next video.
All the stuff.
Peace.
Subscribe.